Hi everyone, so Katarina here. Today I'm going to show you the projects that I made for Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine issue 261. I was commissioned to do this back a few months ago and I really enjoyed this. So the commission wasn't to use the goodies that came with the magazine. I will show you nevertheless because they are gorgeous. So this is a layering poinsettia stamp and 3-piece die set by Altenew, and it is so gorgeous. I was very excited to receive this because I don't have any layering poinsettia stamps. So this is something different for me to use, and I will definitely come back to use this in the future. Make sure you check back to see my future videos. Hit the notification bell now. What I was commissioned to use for this magazine is this 2-piece die set by Apple Blossom, and this is a Silent Night card front die set. So this includes 2 dies. Let me bring in a cardstock in here so I can show you better. So one of them is the outline square die and the other one is this lovely little scene. And this is what I had to use to create 6 different cards with using this color scheme. Okay, so now this got me really excited because I do love using non-traditional colors for Christmas cards, so this one was definitely right up my street. I love how they turned out, and for the first time ever I made the front of the magazine too, so yay! I was absolutely delighted. That was such a lovely surprise when I opened this magazine. I was ecstatic. So let me just very quickly show you my mix in the magazine, and then I will add little footage that I recorded. I have little short clips of videos showing each of these cards, and I will walk you through that there after this. So the first card is the 5x7 card, in which you will be able to see it better on the video that I will be adding. I added some texture to the background using my scoreboard. And then the little stars in there just cascading down from the top left to the bottom right corner are actually the die cuts from the die itself, using all the 5 colors that I had to use. For the second one, I really love how this one turned out. It was a happy accident. I was just playing about with some cut strips from all different leftover cardstocks, and it kind of reminds me of the Northern Lights in the background there. I absolutely adore that scene. For my third card, I went with baubles. I added lots of texture, using texture paste to those stars, and then a heat embossed little scene in the middle there. And I think this card turned out so cute. This next card is a shaker card. So from a 6x6 card base, which I folded in half into a 3x6 inch card base, and then I just glued my topper on top of that. And this I turned into a shaker card. But instead of using foam to raise up the front panel behind the acetate, I die cut the scene panel 7 times, I think it was, I can't remember, multiple times anyway. I die cut it, and then I added the shaker elements behind it. My idea was to add different shaker elements onto the middle, then onto the sides. A little bit of a starch leaked through onto that side there, but that's okay. I think this card really turned out nice for coloring in the background. While I was using ink blending on this to just cut strips on that one, no ink blending or coloring going on in there. In here I used alcohol markers to add color to my background. With this next card, and this is the one that actually made the front page too, I really love this. I added some poinsettia flowers. So it was, the scene was heat embossed using one of a newer embossing powder by Wow. I will share it with you because I will come back to recreate this card for you. I really love how this turned out. And with the poinsettias and the foliage, I think it's really lovely and festive. So I will come back and show you how I made this gorgeous rocker card. I think it was really pretty. And for my last card in here, this one I actually can show you because I was asked to create a step-by-step picture tutorial for one of these cards, and originally I wanted to create this one, but then when I made my original card of this one, yeah, I decided I wanted to do a tutorial for this card actually because it turned out so pretty. Well, they are all pretty, but I don't know why I just had this idea that I wanted to create this one into a picture tutorial, so I recreated it once again, and that was the one that I sent away. So this is the original piece. I can see one of the gold stars in there fell off. I'm gonna have to replace that. This was quite a while ago, so this has been sitting for a few months now in my stash in here. So this is a 6x6 card base, just a top folding card base. And I built this lovely little foam fold on top of that, just you can see, and it folds flat just like so into an envelope. And how lovely this is. So I used some ink blending onto a piece of cardstock, and then I went ahead and die cut it. I added lots of gold splatters. I die cut the details from gold cardstock, and I paper pierced them back in. This panel, the panel behind this one, is a white cardstock which had double-sided sticky sheet all over it, and I added glitter, so it feels very almost velvety in the background there because I added glitter. But if you don't use glitter like that, you could have used just glitter cardstock, so that would be nice as well. And of course I worked across all those 5 colors that I was given all across the card. I think it is so pretty. Definitely have to replace that star because I will be sending this card away this Christmas. I think it's pretty. All I'll have to do is use this corner just to die cut it from a gold cardstock. Put it back in there. I don't know when did it fall out. As I said, this has been sitting in my stash for quite a while now. I will definitely use this card at Christmas time to send to someone. It's so lovely, so almost identical because obviously you can't get them exactly the same, but this is what I went to recreate one more time so I could show you a step-by-step picture tutorial. So these are the 6 cards that I made for this commission. I really love how every one of those turned out. They are all different. I genuinely can't pick a favorite. I will show you a little footage of all of those now. So this one was the first one that I made, and here you can pick up more on the background, the texture in there where I scored down on my scoreboard at every 1/8 of an inch. I added lots of stars and little pearls cascading down from the top left to the bottom right corner of that star in there, and I think this card really turned out lovely. I didn't use color cardstock. I color coordinated everything by using the ink pads as stated in the description in the magazine. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I love using nesting die sets, and this one was the star nesting dies from Craft Stash. For my second card, I didn't use any coloring or ink blending. I just used cardstock. I cut out strips of cardstock and added them diagonally behind my scene, and this kind of reminds me of the Northern Lights. That's where my mind went with this one, and I think it turned out so pretty. I layered the scene in white on top of the black where I offset it a bit, so it kind of casts a little bit of a shadow in there too, and I was really happy with how this card turned out. This one is very easy to pull together, but definitely has that wow factor. For my third card, I created some baubles, lots of ink blending and lots of texture going on this card. So I used a texture paste on the stars. First I ink blended all the colors using a stencil, and then I added some glitter paste to them. And on the middle bauble on the scene, I used some heat embossing. I love how bright the colors turned out on this one. And again, I used the nesting die sets to create my card base, the mat and layer. For the shaker card, the card base was very easy, just a 6x6 inch card panel. I folded it in half into a 3x6 inch card base, and then I worked separately on the shaker panel. You can see I used glitter cardstock on the front in there, and I added lots of shiny shaker elements. So the stars are from Chloe's Creative Cards, and those are from the Starfall Sparklicious glitter pot. They are so lovely, shiny and holographic. And I also used some crystal chips from a Cosmic Shimmer glitter pot and some alcohol markers by Spectrum Noah to add some lovely color to work with the color scheme that I got into the background. For this gorgeous rocker card, again, I used all 5 colors, and this one is a bit more orangey heavy. I absolutely love how this turned out. With the added poinsettia and foliage, it just turned so festive, and of course, who doesn't like a lovely interaction attractive card. The little rocker movement is just so stunning. The embossing powder that I used by Wow has that lovely golden glitter through it. I can't wait to share this make with you. I will be coming back recording a video or tutorial on how I made this rocker card. For the last card, which I already showed you, one that I have in my stash, is this gorgeous fun fold card, and it has such lovely shine and sparkle to it. I really love these 5 colors. They work so very well together, and although they are not Christmassy, not your typical Christmassy colors, they create a wonderful scene. And with that added glitter in the background, I think this card again is just very lovely. And while I show you some pictures too, I just very quickly mention Craftstar still has the offer on the magazines. So if you buy one crafting magazine, you can get another one for free. Check out the link I left for you in the description box below. Today is the 3rd of September, and as of today that offer still stands because I just checked online. The apple blossom die set will be also linked in the description box below. If you like any of these, if you do have a favorite, please do let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know which one it is. And if you would like me to recreate a tutorial to any of these, again, just leave me a comment. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I appreciate every single interaction, like, comment and share I'm getting from you guys. You are amazing. I will be back very soon with another tutorial. Until then, bye!